Hey everyone, and welcome back. I've got 6 items here, some more interesting than others, but let's get started. First one up is this one from Amazon, and I was too lazy to black out my name and address, so you get to see it from only this side. Oh man, that's a small package. These are AAA batteries. So we are at a point now where buying disposable batteries is probably an irresponsible idea. Now, when you're buying rechargeable batteries, you do have to watch a couple things. You have to get the low self-discharge batteries. Now, I'll put a couple options in the description below, but I'll put these two. And the difference between low self-discharge batteries and non-low self-discharge batteries is that these NiMH, nickel metal hydride batteries, you used to charge them up and then like 3 days later they would go dead. That's not the kind you want to buy. The ones you want to buy today are the ones that are advertised as pre-charged. So if they can guarantee that they arrive in the package with a charge already in them, that means they are low self-discharge. Actually, I didn't even write the price of this. This cost me about, I think with tax it was $9, free shipping obviously. So it's just over $1 a battery because there's 8 here. And yeah, I mean, buying them at the dollar store is cheaper, but they keep going flat all the time. Now we can prove that these batteries are low self-discharge simply by checking the voltage on them as they arrived. So here is that beautiful Fluke 179 multimeter. Yeah, 1.3 volts. It should be 1.2 nominal for AAAs. And yeah, 1.3. 1.3. I assume these are all going to be 1.3. Now, the top quality cells are Eneloop, basically. Panasonic or Sanyo Eneloop, which are now bought out. They're not by Sanyo anymore, apparently. But I do believe there's only very few manufacturers of these cells. And so it might be that the branding on them is independent of what they are inside. I do plan on testing the capacity and the discharge ability of these batteries, and I do have some Eneloops here as well. Let me see if I can dig them out. Here's my collection. So I've got these from the dollar store. So these are rechargeable NiMH. And you see they're pre-charged. I bought these a couple of years ago. They were $4 for the pack of 2 AA's. And I'm actually I'm curious as to what charge is in here, because honestly, it's been at least 2 years now at this point, probably more. They've been sitting in the package, and I bet you they're perfectly fine. But for my collection here, so as you can see, I have no AAA's because they're all in devices at the moment. But I have these from Hobby King, which is an online sort of like, remote control model sales thing. I've got the Sanyo Eneloops. These are high quality cells. These must be at least 5 or 6 years old now. And I've got these Amazon Basics, which are the same, low self-discharge, made in Japan. So I'm guessing they are these Sanyo Eneloops with a different coating on them, a different cover on them. So yeah, I've got batteries kind of in all sorts of devices everywhere, so I had a need to get some AAA's, and when I saw them on sale, I grabbed them. So yeah, if you're interested in a test, let me know in the comments below where I compare different ones. I only have, in AAA, I only have these Power Owl and the Sanyo Eneloops though, so let me know. Next one up are these guys here. July 21st ordered, August 8th arrived, $7.71. As you can see, it takes about 2 weeks to get stuff in, so I'm grouping up my orders and ordering all at the same time, and they combine the shipping so that not only is it a bit cheaper, but they also, it arrives a lot quicker. So these here are, you've probably seen a lot of YouTubers use these, a lot of electronics tubers use these. They're little 2.1 millimeter jacks, both male and female. Oh boy, that really fits tightly. I'm not sure I like that, but I guess I don't have to push them all the way in. But they have these little screw terminals so you can attach wires to them. And let me show you the reason why I ordered these. I typically don't use these. I use the little sockets that you make your own connectors out of. But yeah, I needed these. And that's because of these. These are those rock solar devices that I have to review. And the problem is they don't use MC4s like solar panels do, or like solar panels have. They have a 2.1 millimeter jack, and in fact this one doesn't even use a 2.1 millimeter jack itself, so I have to adapt one of these down. And so to get accurate voltage and current readings, I'm gonna have to rely on the fact that I may not, that I have to make my own custom wire harness and then adapt it. So far I've used these rock solar things and I like them. I just wish they would have thought, to add some MC4s, like maybe you open little thing there, plug MC4s in there, or at least give me an adapter to MC4 so I can do testing, but that's not really how that works. That was very unfortunate, but other than that I kind of like these things, so you'll have to wait for the review. But now that I have the parts needed, so I have 10 males and 10 female connectors, I can go ahead and do that review. It just sucks that I wasted all those days of like perfect sunshine waiting for these things to come in the mail. Oh well. Next one up is this one here, quite heavy, $25.05, July 21st to August 8th. And again, it's like that same combined shipping, so a whole bunch of things came in the same package, which is pretty cool. This is one of the last pieces I need for one of those big projects, which is scary because that means I need to start the big project. Oh boy. How many? 4 of these. So yeah, $25 sounds like a lot of money. When you divide it by 4, it's not too bad. So yeah, these are bearings with little collars with little set screws here, and so these are typically to mount shafts to, or mount to an enclosure, and then a shaft will run through there and be secured by these I think they're M4 set screws. And so the last item in this mailbag will be what's going on to the shaft that's going on to these. I think you'll understand, or sorry, the before last, because the last will be the off-topic one. So yeah, these are kind of expensive, but they are way more expensive if you have to get them locally. I checked Amazon, full of flashing because they're cast very poorly. Also, it seems like my carbide scraper is not carbide at all, if aluminum just dented it, but it is what it is. So yeah, I don't expect these things to be anything special. They just have to, bear the weight of this 200-pound gorilla that's going to be using it, aka me. And I got, not sure why I ordered 4, probably because that was the break point before the shipping got expensive. So I have 2 attempts, if I ruin it or if I want to make a copy. So yeah, mechanical stuff. I'm pretty excited. Not sure if you guys are. Next one up is this one here, which was inspired by a stream where BitLooney had visited Brian Locke. Should subscribe to both their channels, by the way. And they were messing with one of these on stream. So I'm planning to do a project that Brian has made I believe he has a video out about it. If he has, I'm going to put it up in the description so you can go take a look. But yeah, these things are pretty cool. I bought 2 of these, and same thing, July 21st, August 8th, and $31.73 for the 2 of them. Ooh. So this is a NeoPixel, or WS2812B matrix, and there's a ton of LEDs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 by 16. It's that many. That's a lot. It's a lot of LEDs. And it looks like there's the 5 volts ground and digital in, 5 volts ground and digital out, and then some main power connectors. And I bought 2 of these because the project, which is basically like a NES style clock, I want to make one for my wife's streaming. So twitch.tv/Veroac. If you go visit that, hopefully in the near future, there will be a clock made out of these in the background of her shots. Maybe so, maybe not. It'll depend if she likes it, but I mean, Brian's a pretty good maker, so I think she'll like it. So yeah, these things were kind of expensive, $15, but really for how nice the clock should end up looking, I think it's a worthwhile purchase. So yeah, pick some up at the affiliate link below, or if you want to support Brian, go to his channel, which is also linked, and buy it from one of his affiliate links. Or if you want to support BitLooney, his channel, from one of his links as well. You know, if you just want to support my amateur stuff here, my links are in the description as well. And you didn't think I would go without testing this, right? I don't know if you can properly see the colors here, but basically it's drawing down the supply so much that my ESP over here, the web server died on it. So I'm just showing you quickly the colors so we can move on. Pretty freaking neat. This makes for a lot of light. It's blinding. Next one up is this one here, which is labeled steering wheel, but is not in the off-topic section, and you'll see why very shortly. This was ordered July 5th, arrived on the 26th, $69, nice, $37 for the cost. Kind of expensive, but this is one of these luxury things for my projects. Ooh, yeah, I was hoping I wasn't going to cut through something worth $70. Thankfully, there's like an inner box. I was kind of doubtful that this would arrive in one piece, considering the journey it has to take. And the declaration is not a lie. It should be a steering wheel. Just worried about the condition it's going to arrive in. Oh, there's more stuff in there. Some wiring. Here it goes. Ooh. Hey. Is there no horn? There's the horn button. So yeah, indeed, this is a steering wheel. This is a speed Suede type steering wheel with red stitching, and this is, well, I guess if you don't have this, if you've never seen the scale of my force feedback steering wheel project, you're about to learn about it now. So this is for a force feedback, USB steering wheel thing, and this is quite scratched up horn button. So this is a replica Mugen steering wheel. Mugen being a typically a Honda tuning house company. So they usually make speed parts for Hondas. There's a little horn button. But yeah, this is not a real Mugen steering wheel. It is rather stiff. A lot of people said it was going to be very weak. I do like the feeling of the Suede. But yeah, to give you a sense of how this is going to work, this is going to be my driving impetus, and this will be the feedback. So they're going to be coupled, you know, a little bit like this, but just not that close to each other. Should make for an interesting contraption, having, you know, the better part of a horsepower, you know, somewhere 3/4 horsepower, coupled directly onto this, which is coupled directly to these thin gamer wrists. So that should be interesting. The horn doesn't seem very complex. It just looks like a little sprung mechanism which just shorts these two connections together. Very likely I may not be able to use the horn because I'm probably going to have some mounted buttons around here. It'll have to go through a gooseneck. I also need to make some paddle shifters. So yeah, it's going to take up a lot of space. This is going to be a major project. This is probably going to take me all winter to do, but now that I have all the parts, I can slowly start working on bits and pieces of the project and see what happens. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed that this horn button is all scratched. Oh well. What do you want? This is fairly cheap considering where it came from. And the final item, or should I say item Z, is this one here. July 21st to August 8th, $5.89. So yeah, this one's off topic, but any mechanic worth their salt needs a couple of these. And these are screwdrivers, but they're very special. Let me zoom you in. So yeah, these are Schrader valve screwdrivers. So these go into a car or bicycle tire valve, and you can see there's a dot in the middle there. I know it's out of focus, but it is what it is. So this goes into the valve and removes the Schrader core, or the Schrader valve core, in the middle of a Schrader valve. So you saw it was $6 for 5 of these, whereas if you get them from Amazon, they're like $6 each. And these things, they get up and walk away all the time. So I figured I would get a couple. I'm always using, you know, there's one that we keep by the tire machine. It's always walking away, so now I've got a stash of them. I'll bring them to work a couple at a time, so when I lose one, you know, when it walks away, when it gets borrowed behind my back, I've got some more, but plus these are cheapy Chinesiums, although they feel pretty good. They shouldn't be highly desirable, so people will not want to steal them from me. I had a beautiful Matco one, which cost me quite a bit of money when I was an apprentice, because it was a little bit longer and I wanted it a little bit longer, and it just walked off the first week I owned it. So, you know, working in a shop is that, but now I've got these. Also, these things double as pranks. If you have a friend that you want to mess with, you open the tire cap, take out the Schrader core, it lets all the air out of the tire, and then you cap it back up. When your friend will go and put air back into the tire, either using a compressor or a pump, as soon as he unscrews the fitting to remove it, all the air will come out, because the Schrader valve on the inside is what keeps the air in. So that's always a fun prank to do. So if you got one of these, it might be worth it just to prank that one person you know that you know, is fun to mess with. And so that's it. That's it for today. It looks like I've got some work ahead of me to start some mechanical projects. Now, if you're expecting the sim racing wheel project to be done quickly, forget about it. The only way you could expedite it is to become a multi-$100 a month Patreon patron, so I can prioritize this. But I don't even think it's worth it for you, so don't even bother. But this will take quite a bit of CAD work, because I need to design the coupler that goes on the back here. But on top of that, that coupler has to also have the paddle shifters. So there's going to be a lot of work in that realm. What you can do to help is maybe check out some of my wish list items, and we can go from there. But other than that, if you just want to support for fun because you like my content and you want to support, then Patreon's a great place to do that anyways. If not, well, just keep liking and sharing these things. Keep using my affiliate links. I have some months that are very good on AliExpress. $20 or $30 earned for that month is pretty high for me. So yeah, you guys just keep using those links, and yeah, keep being awesome. Thanks for watching.